we're back. I'm hitting buttons I shouldn't be hitting. It's time to do the main story stuff. Oh. Ooh.
What are you going to do with that one?
I'm gonna learn it. Thank you. I forgot I had that. Carrot left over from yesterday. I wanted this. Now I gotta... Bump, bump, bump. I'm making good progress on those. I like the Tideworn style. Alright. Now let me wait for all these little notifications to pass by. Are we done? Okay. Hey, Princess. Long time no see.
I see you made it to Solstice. Good. We need you. The Worm Cult began this fight by unleashing their Soul Reapers on the guilds and alliances, by killing Guildmaster Merrick and taking Vanus Galarian captive. They started this war. We'll finish it.
Is it a war?
Nonetheless, it is a war, and the Worm Cult is no minor threat. We came to Solstice to stop the cult and avenge our fallen comrades. But when we arrived,
I do like
we
that armor
encountered
style.
much more resistance than we anticipated. We had to send for reinforcements.
What kind?
Veterans from the Fighters and Mages guilds, mostly. There are some soldiers from the three alliances here, too. An advance force of a greater army, once we convince the alliances that the Worm Cult is truly as dangerous as they were last time.
So the three alliances aren't part of the Fellowship.
Oh, they are. But with the war in Cyrodiil still raging, they require more proof before committing more soldiers. In fact, Feranor and Mermal are preparing a portal for their representatives. Champions to evaluate the situation personally.
I thought we were past the Alliance War stuff in the plot. Like, wasn't that the whole thing with High Isle and that year of content? Like, oh, maybe it's time to start putting this past us? I guess not. It's still ridiculous to think that every bit of content in this game all happens in the same year. Alright, what do you need me to do?
Take these portal anchors and place them around the area. Then tell Mage Feranor when they're set. I know little of such magic, but Gabrielle of the Mages Guild said they would stabilize the portal long enough for the final group to come through.
And who are the representatives?
That's unclear. Champions of some renown and their guards, I was told. The Dominion indicated it was sending someone close to the Queen.
Raz?
High King Emmerich promised a capable hero.
Ernskar?
And the pact was even less forthcoming.
Oh, wait, no.
I'm not sure who to
A
expect.
capable hero from the Covenant. A capable hero. Oh, no, he's part of the Fighters Guild now. A capable hero. Maybe Lady... What's her name with Stibbins? Maybe her? No. Maybe. The pact probably is Naryu? I don't know. You mentioned Gabrielle?
Yes, Gabrielle Benelay, acting leader of the Mages Guild, while Vanus Galarian remains a prisoner of the Worm Cult. She sensed a mystic emanation from the northwest and went to investigate. She left Feranor and Mermal to handle the final transport.
And how does Solstice feel about everything?
Sunport has a city guard, but no army to speak of. But outside the city walls, only a handful of warriors protect the scattered villages, and the Worm Cult roams free. Sunport has held the cultists off so far. Barely. They welcome our assistance.
And why is the Worm Cult here?
We're still trying to figure that out. I thought the Worm Cult was broken forever when the Allied forces stormed Cold Harbor and stopped the plane meld. It appears they had a secret refuge on this island and regrouped there to form their latest plan.
A refuge?
Nothing else makes sense. The Sunporters noticed suspicious new arrivals over the last few months. Sinister figures slipping off to the wild eastern half of the island. Then the Writhing Wall appeared and cut the island in half.
Oh. Those are neat little... whatever those are. They're just like little crystal... They look like soul gems almost, actually. Oh, I thought we'd be traveling far for this. We're just making a little... How very unceremonious.
Are the anchors all in place, newcomer?
Yeah, yes? Yes.
This is trickier than it looks. We're summoning multiple people from several locations at once, and Solstice is riddled with ancient magics that can interfere with teleportation spells. Are the portal anchors in place?
I think so.
No, the next steps in the ritual are mine to perform, with a little help from Mermal, of course. Just stand right there and don't move until I finish. It's important that the ritual goes exactly as I intend.
So it's not going to go as intended. Everyone's going to get scattered. Got it.
Stand back. This requires a special touch.
First, they will bring the foot soldiers through. Then the Alliance representatives.
What's happening? Gabriel didn't do it this way.
Ha! Such is the fate of all who defy the Black Worm.
Oh, okay. She was a
Where's
traitor.
Farinor? Mermal, what just happened?
I do not believe it. Mage Farinor deliberately sabotaged the portal spell while the Alliance representatives were in mid-transport. Oh, I wish Gabrielle Benelay were here.
What do you mean?
She unraveled the spell in mid-teleport. I tried to salvage it, but barely managed to pull the shredded magicka back together. These soldiers were knocked senseless, but I think the representatives made it through after I diverted them from Sunport.
And where are they?
Did you see the motes of light shooting off in different directions?
No.
Those were the representatives. Champions from the Old Merry Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, and Daggerfall Covenant. They landed in Solstice somewhere.
Where?
Do you have a map? I can sense two of the representatives roughly here and here. The third... I just do not know. I can sense nothing of the last representative's present location. Speak with Prince Azar. He may know what to do.
I do not believe it. Farinor sabotaged the portal. She spoke of the Black Worm. She's one of the cultists. But
Go figure.
What became of the Alliance representatives?
They're somewhere.
Did they bam that Farinor?
Oh, I didn't realize he was done talking.
Dominion, the Covenant, the Pact, they promised to send their best to assess the situation. We need those representatives or the Alliances will never commit more troops. Wherever they wound up, we need to find them.
I'll do it.
Injured. This is nothing but a minor inconvenience. Still, I thank you for the offer and will accept your help graciously. Locate the Alliance representatives and send them to Sunport. I also need you to find Gabrielle Benelay. We need her back here.
Where is she?
I did. She currently leads the Mages Guild. When Gabrielle sent something to the northwest, Farinor directed her to an old temple. After all this, I fear Gabrielle may be in danger. Tell her to get back here. I'll wait in the city's west square.
Okay. So where'd they all go? Someone there. Oh, that's Gabrielle probably. That's someone there and someone there. I guess let's start in the south.
Easy there.
That way. I could fast travel there, I guess, but... it's fine. Maybe I'll find more plants to pick and get another furnishing. It's just a nice, calm, nothing happening ride, I guess. What's happening there? Oh, they're just... It's a death hound. Isn't this kind of where we went for the... No, this is a different place. Oh, wait, these are the flowers I found. Cool. Up there. Warmstone Village. Whoop. Come on. Nothing special. Really nothing special. Do I need to go the long way around? Isn't this... There was a sky shard here. That's what was up here, I think. Oh, this is right on the edge of the wall.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Oh, it is Scordo. Never mind. I'm so confused. I thought you were the Fighters Guild, not the...
You're here? Huh. I guess this is Solstice after all. I was starting to wonder. Last I heard, we were supposed to meet in some nice city called Sunport. Glad I'm not the only one who got it wrong.
Yes, the Worm Cult did it.
Huh. A sabotaged portal. At least I'm not on the wrong island entirely. Portal mishaps can be a lot worse than arriving slightly off target. As for this place, looks like necromancers have been busy here. See that giant ghost wall behind me?
Did his voice change again? He had so much more of that, like, stink to his accent last time in the prologue stuff. This sounds more like his older voice. The locals call it the Writhing Wall.
Ain't that a delightful name? I ducked into this hut to take a break from fighting off the hungry critters outside. I was just about to look around, but now that you're here, you can help. Then I need to find Princess Ah and get caught up on things.
Okay, what's here?
I say we start with that weird barrier. What did you call it? The Writhing Wall? I poked at it already. It's pretty solid. It stinks of necromancy. Oh, and when we finish here, point me towards Sunport, all right? I hate being lost.
You said you examined it?
Fitting name. Yeah, I ain't seen anything like it, and I've seen a lot. I pushed at the wall, but couldn't get through. The local critters shy away from it too. Makes you wonder what the worm cult's hiding on the other side.
That was a convenient place.
See? The whole wall's made of ghost stuff, but nothing goes through.
Okay. Oh, there's more stuff to do.
Is that a letter? Might be important.
Score Scythe Night Climber. You are no longer illegible. Warmstone. Relocate your nest. Illegible to the passages beneath. Shipment of the highest importance expected. Ensure it's safe from any invisible threat. Do not forget when you depart and destroy this letter.
Passages in a vital shipment. Interesting. Princess Ah should see that note, pal. Look, I appreciate you coming to find me. I could have wandered around for days before I found my way to Sunport. But hang on to that letter. It might shed some light on what the worm cult's up to. Make sure you get it to Princess Ah.
Who is Scythe Knight Climber? Climber? Cymber?
Clue. I just got here. But Scythe Knights are low-ranking cult leaders. Sergeants, you might say. I'd guess there was a worm cult nest posted here until they got orders to move on.
The passages beneath?
Tunnels? Mines? Who knows? I'm more interested in this important cargo the worm cult wants to protect. Damn cultists are always up to something. Guess I'd better head to Sunport and check in. Which way was it again?
North. No witty dialogue as I leave? Okay. Alright, next. Next on the docket. Ooh, that was a nice reflection. I assume we'll be returning to this locale. What with the tunnels underneath and such. Okay, so Scordo was the one for Daggerfall, but I thought he was kind of more neutral now. I wonder, so maybe it is... Close to the Queen has to be Roz. There's no one else. Close to the Queen, close to the Queen. I mean, it has to be. But then Daggerfall, they don't want to, or Ebonheart, they don't want to talk about their representative. So that could be Naryu.
Better full package than empty.
Right? I guess we'll find out. Now there's these little sloths that act as like passive creatures on this side. Maybe on the eastern side of the island it's going to be like mega sloths, giant ones that are hostile. Just like, I guess the equivalent of like a bear Oh, worm
What's
cult.
happening? Help, please!
I leave the behind your souls for greater purpose. Consider it a mercy.
What were they saying? Shackled Titan. Oh,
I'll turn you to ash
Worm
myself.
Incendiary Edris Omoren? Omoren? Oh, this is different. Maybe this is how you get the fragments. Oh, this is how you get the fragments.
I remember you from the Hollow City. Those worms weren't ready for you, were they? My thanks.
Oh. Wonder if you can buy those. Maybe you can get them in a guild vendor if I
Love the
if
way
I
my hair.
don't get enough from finding those things. Well, at least now I know what it's like. So it'll be a big dude that isn't a Daedra. I mean, it doesn't matter. You still gotta find them. That's the trickiest part.
I am a dreg, a hard
Oh, these guys.
storm caller.
And I am an Ornog, a sea-riding shellcracker.
I am... curses. You win again, Vikskir. Vikskir is known as Shore Stan's champion beast tamer, and now I understand why. There's just no way to beat him at tooth and claw.
Welcome, friend. Have you come to face Vikskir in a game of tooth and claw? Or will you quiver in your boots like these others?
How do you play? I've done this, but how do you play?
Tooth and claw is a game of wits, played around the halls of Shorestan. I name an animal, and you choose another to counter it. We keep going until one of us fails to name a creature that can overcome the other.
Is that all?
Is that all the little bird says? I propose a test. As I am the champion, I will begin with a beast, and you will name its counter. If I say, I am a wolf with a flesh-rending bite, how...
So the general rule is pick something bigger, not more dangerous. I'm a bear with a thick hide and mighty claws.
Aha! There we go. A wonderful counter by naming a more ferocious beast. You seem to know what you're doing. Are you ready to face Vikskir, the champion beast
Yeah.
tamer? We begin with a small, yet feisty beast. I'm a rat with a pestilent bite.
So a squirrel would be the same size. I'm a raven. Talons like claws, like knives.
I am a cat.
I'm a
with
dog
claws
with a
that cut
taste for
wings.
sweet cats.
I am a boar with tusks that
I
break
am a troll that
bones.
loves pork, charred or raw. Oh, yeah.
I am an ogrim. My club pounds
And I'm a
trolls
dragon
to
with
dust.
teeth like swords and a breath of fire.
Genius. Perhaps your breath is flame, as I can feel my cheeks burning with embarrassment. Tales will be told of how you bested Vikskir, the champion beast tamer of tooth and
Okay.
claw.
Amazing. You beat Vikskir. Nice work. Watch out, Vikskir. I'll beat you next.
Then let's head to the inn. I need a drink if we're going
That's
to
kind of a
bed.
fun game. It's kind of like when you're in, like, elementary school and you're playing just like, I don't know if it's still a thing, but it used to be like you play rock, paper, scissors and someone pulls out like nonsense things like I pick gun. Well, I pick rifle. I pick bomb. I pick nuclear bomb. I pick God. It's like, it's just a funny escalation thing. Ornogs. Adelids. The guy drowning again. Treasure chest? No. Crab cage. No. Crab trap. So who's here? Wait, Rigert? Oh my god, he's the hero? That explains why they... Okay, well at least he's in the content.
Rigert goes where the winds of diplomacy take him, and wherever the Skull King sends him, as long as there's mead. And rabbit meatballs. Rigert loves rabbit meatballs.
Wait, you're the representative?
Out of the way, Rigert. Don't you have a task of
Oh,
your
okay.
own to accomplish?
Walks in Ash is the
Leave this
representative.
to me.
Sure's bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
What's wrong? Wait. Oh, so that was just like a funny fake out? Okay, Walks in Ash makes more sense.
Rigert has a mission of his own to accomplish, but he is easily distracted. Best to send him on his way. Now it's good to see you, my friend. I should have expected the Stirk Fellowship would recruit you, but why did I arrive in
A
the
traitor
Worm
did
Cult
it.
Nest? The Mages Guild? I expected trouble from the Dominion or the Covenant, but not one of the guilds. I am lucky to have reached Solstice at all, although it did not seem so when I landed in this pool of slaughterfish. So where
Sunport.
is Prince Azar? Good. I'll make my way there and find the prince. Rigert and I were dropped into the bog of a hungry Hajmota. Still, I do not think the worm cult was happy to see me. Just ask the ones bleeding on the ground. This worm cult encampment makes one thing clear. Matters on Solstice are very serious indeed. We have much work to do. I must assess the situation and send my report back to the Ebonheart Pact as
Okay,
quickly as I can.
how are things?
A good question, my friend. The Scald King wanted to send Lyris Titanborn, but she was not available. I must do what I can in her place. I am not as mighty a warrior as Lyris, but I too fought in Cold Harbor. The worm cult is a foe
How did
I
King Yorn
repel.
tell you? Yorn.
To set aside our differences with Queen Irene and High King Emmerich and assess the situation. He wants a trusted source to determine if the threat is great enough to commit more troops to. If a wildfire truly threatens the swamp, all huts will burn.
Rigert? Where'd he go? Wait, where did he go? Huh, I wonder what his important task is. Ooh, it's a heavy sack.
Let's show them what we've got.
I'll take that. Thank you. Alright, let's... Oh, I didn't realize I was here. I thought it was down here. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I did cross the bridge. That makes more sense. God, the water's pretty. Well, this is where all the harvesting nodes were, apparently, for the plants, so... Oh, yeah, there's where the crab stuff... Oh, yeah, okay, Okay, I got it. I've got my bearings. I know where I am. So we're going back to the Meridia Temple. Interesting. Is there a nice gentle way down besides off a cliff here? Yes. So what are the odds that our third representative just teleported to her? Maybe she was like in the middle of doing some magic stuff and it pulled them in. Is our third representative... Hmm? No, Silk. Our third representative is from the Dominion. No, went the wrong way. Anyone fighting the rock guys? They're not even up, so they must have just been cleared out. I'm not gonna stop for that heavy sack. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. Oh, this plant. Oh, wait, that's an actual... Oh, I thought it was a water hyacinth. It looks so similar. No, it's bigger. Yes, people are still voraciously attacking nodes for stuff. Broken Light Courtyard. Is this a different part of the temple?
This is fascinating.
Oh, she still has the staff.
Fascinating. Oh, good. You made it to Solstice. Look at this place. I know it's in ruins now, but once this was a magnificent courtyard with a grand temple beyond, consecrated to the Daedric Prince of Light Meridia.
Yeah, bad news. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Varanor? A traitor? When I sensed power here, calling to the staff of Vanus Galarian that I carry, she told me about this old temple. I got so caught up admiring the site that I haven't found anything yet. But what of the Alliance representatives?
Miramal salvaged it. Ooh, it's hard to say. Miramal salvaged the spell. Ooh.
That's something, at least. This place reminds me of a dear friend, Darian Gautier, who served Meridia. I still can't believe he's gone. Perhaps Meridia has a message for me.
There's a typo there.
Or the staff wants something here. Can you
Sure.
help me
Oh my
search
god,
the
if
area?
Darian comes back for this, that would be amazing, but I can't imagine.
There. While I hold my spell of searching, you examine anything that glows.
What? Is that a staff of searching? I thought it was just a specific staff.
A temple bell. Nearly pristine considering
What
the
does
age
that
of
matter?
this place.
It's a bell.
That idol confirms this was indeed.
Well, no
that
shit.
temple
Did you
of
not see the
Meridia.
giant statues? The bell and the hymn. In the name of the Sunfire, the Radiant One, the Lady of Light, hail, O beloved, thou who are especially favored. On the appointed day, let those lustrons deemed worthy of audience in the colored room assemble in the courtyard. Sing ye then the hymn of luminance. As light of dawn glows upon the brow of the faithful, strike ye then the sacred bell with a blessed mallet. The song of the light of the bell shall be light made tangible. Thus shall the door to the bright lady's realm be opened unto you, who walk in the colored rooms, glorify the Lady of Light, and gain her blessing for all days.
An old tome. A lucky find. Age is not kind to
Are we gonna
paper.
go to the Meridia's realm?
The items you uncovered are tied to the power that drew me here. I can sense a powerful blessing of Meridia sleeping in that bell.
Okay.
Meridia was a powerful ally when we fought Molag Bal in Cold Harbor to end the plane meld. I think I was drawn here to remind me she could help us against the worm cult again. Maybe Vanus reached out through the staff to guide me.
Can we use
I
the
can't
bell?
quite tell. Maybe, but I'm not sure how. The bell is rather heavy. Besides, the tome you found suggested opening doors, not blasting evil. I'll need to think about this. Thank you for your help here. I'll see
Okay.
you back in Sunport.
We're still missing our third representative, though. It must be. It has to be Raz. Although they kind of seem to be picking other characters, like who else? I don't remember a lot of characters from Dominion. Oh, he's just right here. How convenient.
I never
Oh,
suspected a thing.
they're
Faramir
here.
had us all fooled.
Well, it looks like 2 of the Alliance representatives have finally arrived.
Oh, they're behind me now.
It's good to see 2 waylaid guild members return safely to the fold, though I must remember to treat them as agents of the alliances they represent here on in. As for those injured by Faranor's treachery, they have recovered.
As you can see, I found 2 of them, but don't know where the third one is.
Mage Faranor missed her chance to eliminate me and the representatives, but she cost us time. While we tended to our wounds and recovered the scattered representatives, the worm cult was free to act.
Any word on the third?
Mermal believes they survived the portal mishap and are on Solstice somewhere. We must trust they will turn up soon. In the meantime, we must celebrate what victories we can and make ready for the next stage
Which
of our
is?
operation.
Oh, that was a short
All
quest.
in good time, comrade. First, your efforts to bring together the Alliance representatives helped us overcome Faranor's sabotage. We survived the Worm Cult's first blow. Next, we shall deal them one of our own. Please, accept this with my thanks. We're still one Alliance representative short, but we can wait no longer. It's time for a Council of War. Indeed, we need to consult with Regent Corinway. Sunport's aid is crucial to our campaign. When last we spoke, she said she would meet with her advisors and send word. But that was days ago. Plans must be finalized between the Fellowship and
You haven't heard
Sunport.
back from the Regent?
High Elves can be deliberate about such things. The Worm Cult, however, does not stand still. It is time to press Regent Corinway for a decision, and I would like you to join us. Will you help me win Sunport's cooperation, comrade? I hate badgering Regent Corinway, but the Fellowship is already at work. I sent our forces to seek allies and search out trouble across Western Solstice, but I worry House Corellania may not welcome our efforts. Meet me at Venutilmo Palace.
Do you
comrade.
suspect they won't agree to an alliance?
Not at all. High Elves are not given to hasty decisions. In my father's court, I learned that how you approach an elf of high rank is just as important as what you actually plan to say. A certain amount of formality and ritual.
Doesn't the
can
Regent
be
understand, like, everything going on?
avoided. Oh, she knows the danger of necromancers quite intimately. But convincing her own court may not be an easy thing. Solstice has known peace for centuries. An enemy at the gate. Many of Sunport's people do not want to accept
Tell me about
their
the Regent.
peril. Regent Corinway seems to be a capable leader who cares about Sunport and all of Solstice. I called upon her when I first arrived. We are bringing a small army to her realm. I felt it best to assure her of our intentions before she assumed.
What did the Regent
invasion.
say in response to all that?
Regent Corinway has no desire to see her people caught up in someone else's war. Yet she recognizes that her hope for peace will not protect her from the Worm Cult. She agreed to let me bring our forces here and to consider
Which I know about the
joining
House
fight.
Corellania.
My people have a history with House Corellania. Long ago, the High Elves ruled Hammerfell. When my ancestors came to Tamriel, they found no welcome from the Corellanias. Unable to defeat the Regatta in open battle, the elves called upon
Like?
dark powers. Necromancy most vile. The Corellanias turned my ancestors' own dead against them. Only the creation of the sacred Anse wards put a stop to the carnage. The Regatta finally prevailed and drove the Corellanias from
The
Hammerfell.
Corellanias, well, we know they're not, but
I am told they abandoned their necromantic ways centuries ago. Certainly, I have noticed nothing untoward on their part since I arrived here. But the Corellanias are not remembered kindly in Sentinel, and Sunport's elves are very much aware of that.
any commentary from my fellows here? No? Okay. How are those skill lines doing? They just leveled up, right? Ooh, they take so long. Oh boy, it's a little difficult to navigate this city, I have to say. Venutilmo Palace. Oh.
Prince Azar! Thank goodness! Something is wrong here!
What's the problem, Myrmel?
I arrived to find the palace deserted, and the Regent is nowhere to be seen.
That's not good. Let's look around. I'll check upstairs.
That's necromancer energy.
Strange. This door is sealed by strong magic.
This kind of looks like the layout for the house. No, it's different. The house in Artaeum, but not really. That's blood.
This doesn't look good. See all the blood? Someone was stabbed here.
Oh. Swen Coast. Take road west from city, left at fork past ruined town. Look for manor on left at hilltop.
A
Up here on the balcony. I found someone.
Isn't that Corlania Manor? Vinyama.
As I told this orc, I was working in a storeroom. And when I came out, I noticed the palace guards were missing. Then I spotted hooded figures struggling to carry someone out the side door. I think
Start at
it
the
was
beginning.
Regent Corinway. A small group of merchants arrived at the palace, carrying crates and bundles. I saw them speaking with the guards. Traders make deliveries all the time, so I thought nothing of it and carried
then?
on with my work. I came out and first noticed that the palace guards were gone. Then I saw 3 hooded figures carrying a large bundle. I heard a muffled cry from inside. It sounded like the regent. One of the figures
I
dropped
found this
something by
note.
the throne. Yes, I think so. Let me see. Swen Coast is an old retreat out on the west coast. A noble's cottage, long abandoned. And these are directions. That must be where the merchants were headed. Please, Mainlander, you must help
Okay.
Regent Corinway.
They had to be worm cultists. Go to the Regent's aid, comrade. The rest of us will secure the city.
Whee! I'm on it. I mean, at least we have Walks in Ash. She's a very capable mage. Where's Gabrielle? Wasn't she supposed to catch up with us? I mean, Swen Coast was that even marked on my map? Now that I think yeah, over there. Ah, now we know why there were so many worm cult guys there. When last we passed. Just a... Oh, there's a skeleton. I was like, is there just a random bag here? No. There's also a skeleton to accompany it. Razumdar? It is Raz. Cool.
Five Claw. Raz hoped he would find you in Sunport when he reported to Prince Azar as the representative from the Old Merry Dominion. Let this one guess. You are looking for someone who was abducted. This is true,
yeah.
yes? Then Razumdar is glad to have you here. Some mysterious fellows in dark robes smuggled an elf noble into this house just a short time ago. A romantic arrangement? Raz wondered. But no, necromantic.
That could be the
as it
regent.
turns out. Raz admires your initiative. Still, this is a delicate situation. Storming too quickly and the worm cult may kill the lady. Move too slowly and they may slip away. What
Silent
is
as shadows.
an agreeable approach. If you do not care to try the front door, you might find another way in. Raz will climb to the balcony and proceed with stealth. One of us
Okay.
should find the regent. Whatever happens, Raz swears the missing noble lady will come to no harm if he has anything to say about it. The worm cultists, not so much. Raz will make
What are
his
you doing
move
on
when
Solstice,
do.
Raz?
So this is Solstice. Good. When Raz agreed to represent Queen Irene and the Dominion in the Stark Fellowship, he was told he would be going to a city called Sunport. This is clearly not Sunport. How did Raz happen to
Oh,
end up
traitor
here,
sabotage
Fireclaw?
things.
A traitor? Queen Irene was careful not to share the details of the message. Perhaps the other alliances were not so diligent in safeguarding the plans. Well, Raz is here now. He is ready to assess the situation and help
Okay.
you set things right.
Oh, what a convenient open path to follow. Did someone recently come through and just kill... Oh, no, there's... I mean, let's try for stealth, right? I like stealth in games. Wow, look at him go. I do have that passive bonus to stealth, I guess. Oh, that was not that bad. Chest? No, let me have. I want the chest. Ooh, an advanced chest.
You're not.
I'm
bad
certainly
at all.
not, thank you. Oh, there's a note. I want to read it. Darkbinder allies. Okay. Let's see, can you do this just... that doesn't look like you can stealth your way through there. Hello.
Ah, Roz believes we have found the region. Set her free, Five Claw.
Oh, that is better. My thanks. But
I like
there
your
is
outfit.
something you need to hear.
Very pointy.
Thank the Three Queens. Those horrible necromancers promised to steal my soul when they finished with me. I feared this old house would be the last thing I ever saw. But there is more to say, if I can trust you.
I'm me. We're with the Stark Fellowship.
Oh, someone noticed I was abducted then. I was afraid the Worm Cult had spirited me out of the city before anyone realized. But that's not important. We must return to Sunport at once. The Worm Cult is about to do something terrible. I overheard my captors. The Worm Cult positioned some sort of necromantic weapons throughout the Palace District. They're preparing to seal off the district and slaughter all within. We must get back to Sunport and sound the alarm.
Go on, Five Claw. Raz will escort the noble lady back to Sunport.
You have my gratitude,
head back to
kind sir.
Head back to Sunport, Five Claw. Let Prince Azar know the regent is safe and warn him of the threat to the Palace District. It is clear where Razumdar's duty lies
What do you mean?
at this moment. To personally escort the lovely regent safely back home, of course. Raz is willing to make this small sacrifice so that you may claim the honor of reporting our success and sounding the alarm.
You sly old cat. That's a rather blatant attempt to get some alone time with the Regent.
You wound Raz. He is nothing if not a gentleman. Just ask Queen Irene. She may smirk at you if you do, but that is her usual expression.
Okay, I'm just gonna travel to my convenient house. I think I can buy the other big house, but I might as well wait a week for the Zeal of Zenithar thing, because it'll be, what, 10% cheaper? 10% off 1,000,000 gold is pretty good. No, back in the meeting. This, I guess, is our meeting point.
Razumdar, Dominion Representative Extraordinaire, is here at last. He brings the Regent, too. And a warning.
Regent? By my father's sword, that's a relief. But I fear your warning comes too late. Comrade, let us speak. I see that Regent Corinway is safe, and you located the missing Alliance representative. Well done. Shortly after you departed to rescue the Regent, the Worm Cult made their move. Now the storm is upon us, and the time
Regent Corinway overheard her captors. They're planning to use weapons on the district.
Yes, it seems the Regent's kidnapping was only the start. The Worm Cult hid soldiers throughout the palace, who then emerged and took us by surprise. They seized control of the Palace District. Worse, the weapons they plan to use are Soul Reapers. Vile necromantic devices that steal the souls of any who die nearby. The Worm Cult used Soul Reapers in their attacks on the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild and elsewhere throughout Tamriel. Guildmaster.
Yeah, I was there. I remember. What do you need me to do?
Join the others in the Palace District and drive out the Worm Cult. Destroy any Soul Reapers you encounter by tearing out their cores. That's the only safe way to disable them. Use the hidden entrance in the luxury goods shop to get inside. We'll take the Worm Cult from all sides at once, as soon as I can rally the rest of the Fellowship. Good luck, comrade.
I cannot believe it. Fighting in the streets of Sunport. These Worm Cult invaders must be stopped. While our defensive forces are not unlimited, whatever Sunport has will join with the Stirk Fellowship. For Sunport, for Solstice.
What will I find on the
for
other side of the
victory.
hidden entrance?
The passage leads through a gap in the old city wall to a townhouse inside the Palace District. It opens into the street just below the square by Vinutilmo Palace's main entrance. I imagine we will find the Worm Cult leaders
And what
there.
will you be doing?
I detest bloodshed, but I cannot stand by while others fight to protect my people. I will join the soldiers Princess sends through the shopkeeper's passage. After you go in, I will make my way to the palace.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Cautiously.
Any witty dialogue? Nope. Away we go. Little dry on the like main character dialogue. Also, what is Rigert doing? I'm still wondering about that. I wonder if I can tell him about his little sister. Oh, literally through... Okay. I haven't actually looked through here yet. Who's the achievement furnisher? Is it you? It's you. What do the achievement furnishings look like? That's a weird, bony looking door. Ossian Cage Vanquisher. Oh, so that requires... That's like... Is Vanquisher the veteran? I'm not doing that. Okay, glowy... Oh, flat glowy light. Weird. Oh, bismuth. Oh. Okay, that's probably finished the quest. Western Solstice. Oh, I gotta do the fishing. Oh, I love when there's a fishing achievement furnishing. Archmage Whisperer. What? That might be quest related. I don't even want to look at that achievement. You have all the funny little sculpture. Well, you have that sculpture. I have these two. I can make those two. Edrard's townhouse.
No sign of the Worm Cult yet. Head down the stairs. We will hold here for now.
Remember to disable the Soul Reapers, Five Claw. Raz will seek the high ground.
Okay. I should be looking.
Through here, champion.
Why did you sound so sinister whispering that? I guess you're fine. I do like that they have the... It's a little crunchy on the texture, but it's the Elder Scrolls Online logo, the Ouroboros icon.
Go on upstairs, quietly. The Worm Cult's just outside the door.
I should be looking if there's... like... places to steal. That are... like might be like quest locked.
Lead the way, champion. We'll help you.
How do we know there's not more
destroy
traders within the two guilds?
Master Wormblood, we hold the palace, but the Stirk
Wormblood.
Fellowship disrupted our plans. They are coming.
Then delay them. I need time to find the gift of death.
Yes, Master. We shall hold the palace as long as possible.
Like I kind of look like Ana Marco. Oh, Scythe Knights again. Oh, I actually have... Look, I have little assistants.
Do your worst. I'll die on my feet before I kneel to you.
Time to knock some heads.
Do not wait for a fight. Save as many as you can.
Okay, I guess just follow linear path.
Reapers, my friend.
Found one.
Please, no! Why are you doing this?
So it even takes their souls, the worm cult guys. Heavy price for failure. Wait, wasn't there a soul? I thought there was a soul harvester down there a second ago. Maybe they took it out as part of the, like, set piece.
There's another Reaper just ahead. Take it out and find Farinor.
Ooh, that guy got toasted. Worm Cult Apprentice. That's a big lad for an apprentice.
Good work, my friend. Now make your way to the palace.
Okay, I am here. Tide Muck. Yeah, that's a lovely looking guy.
Wretched dogs! Tidemuk, destroy these meddlers!
Where'd he go? Oh, he's doing the Frostvault thing. So he can appear at any of these portals, I guess? Am I accomplishing anything? Where did my two... Didn't I have two assistants? Where did they get to?
You think you've won? Sunport is unimportant. The day of the Blackworm is...
Yeah.
Give me
What? Are you okay? Surely you're not going to make me do this every quarter of its health. Okay, no, just 2 times.
You beat that thing? Good work, pal. I saw Farinor flee. Let's check out the Regent's study and see if we can find out what Farinor was doing here.
Well, that one guy, Wormblood, mentioned Gift of Death.
Did Farinor leave anything behind? Take a look around, then meet the others outside.
Dark Adept Farinor. Proceed with your plan to remove the Regent. Use the ensuing chaos to deploy our Soul Reapers and harvest all the souls you can. We need that power for our great work. If you can lure the so-called Sturk Fellowship to its destruction at the same time, so much the better. When you hear from the passages beneath, leave Sunport to your subordinates. I need you to ensure everything goes smoothly. A promising line of inquiry into the Gift of Death and intend to personally see to its recovery. Hi, Necromancer Wormblood. Anything to say about that, Scordo? No? Okay, I'm gone. Wormblood.
Good work, everyone. The Worm Cult has fled the city. Comrade, a word, please. It was no easy fight, but the Palace District is secure. Your destruction of Soul Reapers was a great help, and it seems you cleansed Venutilmo Palace as well. Good work. Scordo said you saw Mage Farinor.
There's a guy named Wormblood. He wants the Gift of Death.
Wormblood? A successor to Manamarco, perhaps, yet I know of no villain by that name. Nor have I ever heard of a Gift of Death. Clearly, we have much to learn about the Worm Cult's plots. At least you have put a...
Well, here's the orders I found. Oh, another...
Nothing yet. Let's take a moment to regroup. Your valor secured a firm ally in Regent Corinway and showed the Alliance representatives the threat we face. Whatever the Worm Cult intends, the Sturk Fellowship will be ready to meet them. Thanks to you. The conflict in the Palace District proved the Sturk Fellowship can defeat the Worm Cult in open battle. Yet we have to locate our foe to fight them. Fairnor and Wormblood are somewhere on this island. We simply need to hunt them down.
I found those orders. That might be a place to start.
That was my thought as well. The Worm Cult plans to move something important through the passages beneath. Wormblood's orders directed Fairnor to ensure its safety. Whatever they're moving, they obviously consider it important.
And where are those passages?
Not precisely, but passages beneath sound like tunnels to me. I want you to locate them and then act as you deem best to foil the Worm Cult. Take Waxen Ash with you. She is an excellent scout and has crossed staves with the Worm Cult before. Remember, time may not be on our side. We do not know how many more Soul Reapers the Worm Cult created or where they are. 2 of you can find answers more swiftly than 1. Explain the situation to Waxen Ash, then go find the passages.
Any thought about what the Worm Cult's doing?
Many, and none of them good. The orders you found mention something called the Gift of Death. The cult is harvesting souls with their reapers for some so-called great work, and they have Vanus Galarian. How it fits together?
Nothing? You know nothing about it?
All I know is that it does not sound good. If Wormblood wants the Gift of Death, then I do not want him to get it. Keep your eyes and ears open, comrade. If you learn something more, let me know.
What do you think Wormblood meant by a great work?
Who knows? Some horrible necromantic ritual, most likely. Wormblood's orders mention souls, after all. And the cult is here in numbers we've rarely seen before. Why Solstice? What are they trying to do here? That is what we need to learn.
Remind me about Vanus?
It might disappoint Vanus to learn he isn't as famous as he thinks. He's the founder and guildmaster of the Mages Guild. Gabrielle knows him better than I do. She has been standing in for Vanus ever since the Worm Cult captured him.
And how did they do it? Okay, so we already saw this. Can you tell me anything about the Soul Reapers?
Cast him through a portal to Cult. They are fearsome devices. Whenever we fought the Worm Cult before, we expected those foul necromancers to turn our own
I guess I
dead
shouldn't
against
skip
us.
it, just in case people
Their own
didn't.
as well. We had to kill everything twice, but that was about corpses, not
Yeah,
souls.
just in case someone didn't see the prologue bit. They didn't have these before.
The Soul Reapers are new, as I understand things. The Worm Cult did not have them during the Plane Meld, or when we assaulted Cold Harbor. I presume they have been building these weapons in secret on Solstice, and planning their revenge for a long time.
Okay. What did I get? I got a memento? Red Revelry bottle. Sure, I'll... What's the... What was the last thing I got? This one? Yeah. Oh, it's Sanguine's staff thing again. Why is that the reward for... Okay.
I thought I sensed the prince taking the measure of my scales. He has a task in mind for the 2 of us, does he not? Very well, I am agreeable.
We
What
need to
do we
find
need to do?
everything.
A tricky task. Finding the crocodile's wallow by wading through the reeds may take some time. Quicker to just ask someone who knows where she nests. As it turns out, I captured a worm cult Bone Lord in the fight for the Palace District.
Where is this cult prisoner now?
I was not quite sure what to do with him after I knocked him senseless, so I had our soldiers take him to Sunport's guardhouse just north of the city's western gate. I doubt he will be happy to see me, but perhaps you can get him to talk.
Okay. Oh. The guardhouse. Now I gotta figure out how to find that. Is it up below?
The worm cult attacked the Palace District. You were there, Taylor Canor. Were you injured?
It was a close call, but the Stirk Fellowship intervened and saved
Wow, that...
The tide swashed the outside
Their dialogue carries quite far.
Good. The Bone Lord is still here, and he is awake again. Sergeant, we need to speak with the prisoner.
Very well. Prisoners all yours.
Oh, who's that guy?
Do you come to mock Kagajal for his defeat? Enjoy it while you can. The triumph of the Black Worm is close at hand. This one will not be your prisoner.
We have questions.
Kagajal is sure you would like to know. But this one does not give up his brethren so easily. Death holds no terrors for one who walks the necromantic path. Kill Kagajal and be done with it.
Let's try the knight's approach. Give us a location, we'll make sure your life is spared.
That is not unreasonable. This one may not fear death, but he admits dying is always unpleasant. Still, if Kagajal helps you to make trouble for the Order, they will not forget.
We'll get you off the island in secret.
You would do that? The Worm Cult would not have treated you so kindly. Very well. Go to Tarnor Mine, in the mountains by the southern coast. Be warned, it is well guarded. Faranor has an important task there, but this one knows not what it is.
You would make a great spy.
Wait. Do the most recent companions have dialogue for the quest stuff? Or was that just a coincidence? Because I just used persuasion. Okay, I'm jumping ahead of myself. That was...
Some would say that the merciless deserve no mercy. Yet by sparing one villain, we may save the lives of many innocents. Surely that is the greater good in this case. I will meet you in the mine, my friend.
Okay, we still don't know exactly what they're doing there.
I suspect Wormblood and Faranor shared that information only with those who needed to know. The note you and Scordo found referred to a shipment of great importance, did it not? If it is important to them, then it is
What should we do with this guy?
to us. Honor your promise. I doubted you would have much success by speaking gently to such a foe. It was, however, effective. If there is a path to redemption for the Bone Lord, perhaps it begins with an act of mercy. Now we should be on our way.
I wonder if that'll come back into play later. So often does a moment like that happen, the character's just gone. Like, okay, you played your part for the quest, and now you are gone from the game. Oh my god, every time I walk by, they're gonna talk about it. It's just like the guys from Gold Road. Tarnor Mine. That's there. Another place we've been with worm cultists. It also happens to be right on the edge of the writhing wall. Let me check really quick. Check the camp. Sometimes there's a treasure chest hidden somewhere in places like this. Nope. Okay. The long abandoned tunnels of this bismuth mine have now fallen under the control of the Order of the Black Worm. Does bismuth not have like any alchemical properties?
This is the place, but the passage splits. You try the door on the left.
I mean, you try it. I mean, you used it doesn't. Pepto-Bismol has bismuth. The bismol part is the bismuth. That seems to be a dead end that way. Just the usual fare, hit things. Death Slinger. No, Death Singer. A Death Slinger would also be pretty cool. This way. Right? Yeah. Dark Eyed of Farinor can finally report that the passages. You'll have to read that on because I'm about to be attacked. Okay. I can read that later. Oh.
Ah, there you are. Follow the tracks. The passage opens into a cavern up ahead.
So it does. Yeah, the main quests have been very, very short compared to like previous main quests where they're like an hour long each. These have been like a half hour average, it seems. Ooh.
Ah, our paths meet again. I did not expect an underground river. Let us see what is on that barge. I can taste the river. It runs
You can taste the
under
river.
Mountains. It must pass through the writhing wall or beneath
Oh.
it.
That seems
The
important.
worm cult sends a sarcophagus to the other side of Solstice. We should take a closer look.
Who's in here?
I know that likeness, Manimarco. These are his remains. Nothing good can come from letting this sarcophagus reach Wormblood.
You dare disturb the King of Worms? Gutter, smash them!
Look out!
Oh. How did he smash us off without damaging the, Okay, this seems like a mostly scenic ride. So wait, are we going east? No, I guess we're back on this side. That was just a preview of stuff to come. They're bringing the worm, Manimarco's body to the east.
Farinor's monster knocked us into the river. Come, we need to discuss what we found here. It is not often I find a current I cannot master, but today the river proved stronger than I was. At least we found out what the worm cult's important shipment was. The mortal remains of Manimarco, the
How did they
king of worms.
get those remains? Because didn't Molag Bal take him body and soul? No, we killed him in Sancretor, and then he was going to revive as a like powerful ghost, and then Molag Bal took him. So his body was still in Sancretor. Oh. What do they want with it?
Is it not obvious? They seek to bring their leader, Manimarco, back from the dead. A necromancer of Wormblood status is certainly powerful enough for the task. The Soul Reapers, the Writhing Wall. He wields necromancy unlike anything.
And what happens if
seen
he
before.
resurrects Manimarco?
Manimarco planned to elevate himself to become the god of death. I imagine he would resume that journey. Still, I thought Molag Bal had a claim on his soul. Recalling Manimarco from Cold Harbor should not
Well,
be
about
possible.
that, I may have done something. Well, we know Wormblood's looking for something called the Gift of Death.
If that is what Wormblood needs to unlock the gates of Cold Harbor and return Manimarco to Nirn, we must discover what it is and make sure he does not acquire it. What kind of a gift is
What should we do now, Walks?
Return to Prince Azar and see if our allies have news of Wormblood. Beating him to whatever prize he seeks is even more important than we thought. Do you see that eddy in the pool? That is the way out.
How did they find his body? Okay, that's
You
the recap.
defeated him at Sancretor, did you not? Worm cult fanatics must have retrieved his body after you left. Manimarco had no shortage of willing followers, and I have no doubt a master of death magic would prepare a grand sarcophagus just...
See, there's two questions I have with what condition would the body be in? Because they've established this all is happening in 1 year. So it wouldn't be that a few months at the most. And the second, didn't we just see his remains? Wouldn't we know what condition they were in?
Do not be misled by the shambling corpses or dusty bones you have seen. That is the work of but a moment. With time, skilled necromancers can restore a years-old corpse to a lifelike state if they care to do so. For Manimarco, they
Okay, so we got it all. So just out like this. Nope. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. No. Back to my convenient inn. There's no way this is the end of the quest. That wasn't even like 15 minutes. Am I just going to put all of the story stuff in one episode because it's just going to be not long enough? Oh, are they back? I guess they're back in the Palace District. I gotta go the other way. Everything in this city is so circuitous. It's all, you gotta go around.
The worm cult attacked the Palace District. You were there.
Me to one more party. It was a close call, but the Stirk Fellowship intervened and saved us.
I can still hear them even here.
The outsiders to our shore.
It's like they're in the back, they're like behind me.
Comrade, were you successful? Did you find the passages beneath? Comrade, tell me quickly. Did you find the passages beneath? And did you discover what was so important down there? And what of Walks and Ash? Did something happen?
Everything's
to the
fine. They've got
representative?
Manimarco's remains.
Manimarco's remains? Surely the worm cult cannot want to bring back the King of Worms. Yet what else would they do with his corpse? You returned with grim news indeed, comrade. What about Farinor or Wormblood?
One of them was. We didn't do anything about it.
The fortunes of battle can be fickle. Even if Farinor escaped justice, you at least returned with information. Now we know the worm cult has Manimarco's corpse. We must endeavor to foil their plans. Meanwhile, Gabrielle
What is it?
learned something.
It's strange. Vanus' staff is definitely pulling me somewhere. I think... Vanus, where are you?
Almost. This is no good. Gabrielle, I have much to tell you. Bring my staff to Lizal. The wall is thin there. I'm in a worm cult prison. Listen, Wormblood is looking for a Sithis shrine in Solstice. I think he... a relic called... Gift of... Damn, I can't...
Well, we've been to a Sithis shrine.
I think I know what we need to do. Friend, let's talk.
Lizal. That is a pass in the mountains
I've been there.
north of Sunport, and there are several Sithis shrines in Western Solstice.
If you could share the locations of these shrines, this one can scout them.
Me too. We'll find the right one.
I knew this staff of Vanus's was trying to tell me something. He made sure to leave it behind for me when the worm cult captured him at the Earth Forge. He knew we were
What do you
going to
think
need it.
Vanus is trying to tell us?
The message wasn't terribly clear, was it? He said he was still a prisoner, but I don't think he was calling for help. I think Vanus wants to warn us about something. He was trying to tell us how to make
Well, these
it
answers
easier
both
for him to
suck.
reach us.
How did Vanus Galarian manage to find you?
Vanus Galarian is one of the most powerful mages alive. I'm not surprised he maintains a mental connection with the staff he made with his own hands. And this wouldn't be the first time he allowed himself to be captured.
You think
to get
Vanus
close
is
to his
spying on the worm cult from his prison cell? Oh my god, that is the whole
Vanus
quest.
has likely seen things we have not. but we have information he needs to know too. For example, your discovery of Manamarco's sarcophagus. Slowly but surely, we're bringing the Worm Cult's plots to light. I've been wondering why Vanus Galarian's staff is pulling me here and there around Solstice. Now that Vanus managed to send a message, I finally know why. I think he's on the other side of the Writhing Wall.
Okay, you think he's on Solstice? I thought that took him to Cold Harbor.
That's what we thought. But Vanus mentioned a thin spot in the wall at Lizal Pass. If the wall impedes his ability to communicate with us, that must be because he's on the other side of it.
What do you want to do then?
Take the staff to Lizal Pass and re-establish contact with Vanus. He may need our help, or we may need his. I think he wanted to warn us about something Wormblood is planning. We need to find out what that is and stop it.
Sure.
Will you go with me? Regent Corinway said Lizal Pass is located in the mountains north of Sunport. Meet me there. The sooner we can speak to Vanus again, the better. We'll leave Prince Azah and the others to figure out which
Why is
shrine
Venice
Wormblood
so
is
important?
interested
What a
in.
question.
Vanus Galarian is an archmage, and the longtime foe of Manamarco and the Worm Cult. In fact, Vanus founded the Mages Guild specifically to combat the rising influence of dark necromancers in Tamriel.
Okay, Vanus founded the Mages Guild? What am I getting this history lesson now for?
Long before my time. But what's a few centuries to a high elf archmage? Back in those days, Vanus and Manamarco were friends of a sort. Then rivals. They studied together in the Sigic Order until their falling out.
I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, what happened?
As I understand it, Vanus caught Manamarco practicing forbidden magic. The Sigics allowed Manamarco to leave without taking any steps to stop him. So, Vanus left as well. He founded the Mages Guild to do what the Sigics would not.
Okay. So Lizal is, I think, north of the public dungeon. I think. Yeah, there. Oh, I gotta remember to go into the public dungeon and get my... How am I doing on that? That would be... Where is that? Maybe an exploration? Quests? Maybe it's a skill style thing? They need to resort the character thing. There's too much. Eviscerate. Okay. Wait, did I miss a day? Because... Oh, I must not have gotten yesterday. I forgot to. That's fine. Okay, Lizal Pass. Ooh, any chests? No. Okay. So what's the big hubbub about this place? Oh, it's... I didn't actually get to the entrance of it, did I? Or they didn't put attention to the boniness. The treacherous goat track. Sure, it was the best way to get to the island. Okay.
It's all uphill from here. We're too close to the Writhing Wall for a portal. But I brought grapple
Oh, you just
bows
had those.
just in case. Not much of a pass, is it? If I'm not mistaken, this cave leads to a path through the mountains. More of a goat track, really. Be ready for some climbing. We'll probably have to do this the hard way.
Grapple bows?
Grapple bows.
I've used them so many times
Never
in this
used
game.
One? They're fun. Since the Writhing Wall interferes with portal magic and we're going to get very close, I won't be able to use spells. So I brought the bows to help us climb. I hope we won't have to use them.
How
but here you
will
go.
you know you can contact Vanus?
I hope Vanus will take care of that for us. If we reach a spot where the Writhing Wall is thin enough, he'll find us. All we have to do is keep going up, and deal with any worm cult patrols in our path.
That sounds simple. Oh, it really is a steep climb.
Just what I needed.
Is Gabriel gonna help us?
Clearly the worm cult is here, and having some trouble with the local wildlife. Cliffs ahead. See that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow.
Above the red flowers. Oh. Okay, if I don't have to fight the Argonian behemoth, sure. Now, if the worm cult is clearly summoning creatures from Cold Harbor, like with the Ogrim and that Cold Harbor Death Hound we just saw, wouldn't Molag Bal know exactly what's going on? Like, it's his realm. Can I climb this? No. Where am I going? Ow, my nose. It looks like I need to go up this way, but I don't see how. Oh, there's a post there. I guess look for the posts. Gotta be observant. Was that guy mining bismuth? It's neat to see these Titan enemies being a common, or the Titans being the Shackled Titans being a common enemy.
This looks like a promising
Because they were
Be ready.
a mount, like a radiant mount.
Finally, we must speak swiftly. I have little time. Gabrielle, help maintain our connection.
Speak with honest, friend. I'll maintain the connection as long as I can.
Good. I hoped you or Gabrielle had my stuff, but I couldn't tell if you got my previous messages. I haven't quite escaped yet, but we must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates, and I can be cut off at any moment.
We're in Solstice on the west side of the wall. Where are you?
I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor, and they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane meld.
What do you mean?
In reverse. Like Molag Bal's dark anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is
How can we get to you?
You can't. Not while the wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier. Thin spots such as Lizal notwithstanding.
I think we're losing him.
Father, I see what Vanis meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall fluctuates. We need to find another weak point.
That should be doable. A big enough area, it seems. So is this just going to be... Maybe there's no celebration quest, because I was thinking if there's 5 quests, 4 of them were actual quests, and the 5th quest was like the wrap-up, hey, you did it thing. But considering this seems to just be half of the quest line...
More cliffs. Look for grappling
Ooh,
points
I don't have to fight the
traverse
Titan?
these
Sure.
ruins.
Okay. Oh, I could barely even see that. Yeah, it might just be like, oh, this is all we can do for now, and then we gotta do the Writhing Wall event thing, and... When was that supposed to be? September? And then we gotta go from... Just, like, pick up where we left off in the second half of this content. It's an interesting way to do it.
Vanis is right about Cold Harbor. I can see elements of that.
Oh,
wall
can you? I
all
couldn't tell.
around us. Here. The wall is thin here.
I'm here. Quickly, there is more I must tell you.
Wait, make sure everyone's done talking.
Curse the luck. I sense that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Thin points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the worm cult's reverse plane meld progressed?
We noticed elements of it in some Daedra, but nothing beyond that.
Daedra? That's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasm or looking up at floating islands of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time.
Why are they doing it?
I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers at Daedra is massing in Eastern Solstice. Clever of Wormblood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. But a cursed island in the writhing
Is there a way to get through there?
Unlikely. Wormblood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The worm cult soul reapers feed this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing wall. Great effort.
Wait, what else do we need to know?
Cut off again. We must find another place
Noticing
where
a
we can speak
pattern.
with Vanus.
Is 3 the lucky number for this one? Okay, so it shouldn't be so quick to fight things because there might be a grapple point like that. In fact, which way am I supposed to be going? It's a little hard to tell when there's no... What? You saw a grapple point? Where? There? There. Nope, still not where I need to go. Here? Nope. Yet? Yes? Wait, now I'm just going in circles. Oh, maybe I was supposed to go... Wait, oh, maybe I... No, this doesn't seem right either. Ah, one up there. And then one over there. They need to be a little more glowy, I think. It's really hard to see them. Vijal Cove.
Look, up the steps. Another weak
Where?
point.
Oh, I guess you're going to do something. You gonna do it?
Hurry, friend. My captors have finally figured out I'm up to something in here. Listen closely. Wormblood seeks a relic called the Gift of Death. My source tells me it's hidden in a place called Voska's Shrine. He must
We've heard of that, but
acquire
not the
it.
shrine.
It's part of a Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the Gift of Death,
They have Manimarco's corpse.
the Worm Cult brought Manamarco here. Now that explains much. Wormblood must believe this Gift of Death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop Wormblood from obtaining the relic. If he... Damn it.
What is it,
You're
Vanus?
my captors.
Never mind.
I lost Vanus. We were lucky to learn as much as we did, but we know what we must do. Let's talk, friend. I hope Vanus is all right. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall and a new plane meld?
Is he so
That's
powerful he can do
terrible.
that?
I don't think so. Vanus mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane meld before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back. And
I guess she doesn't
Manimarco
know
too?
Darien reappeared in Somerset. Ooh. He still needs the Gift of Death.
You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you'd better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to
Okay.
Sunport and warn the Fellowship. Good luck at Voska Shrine. I'll make sure Prince Azaz sends help just in case you run into Wormblood too. It hardly seems fair. So many gave so much to stop the worm cult last time. Like Darien. Now they're back.
Man, we can't just tell her that everything about Darien? The way they're hammering this in, though, he must be coming back in the second half.
Memory's a bittersweet thing. When I think of Darien's smile, his laugh, I can't help but remember what it felt like to be with him. How I felt about him. And that makes me miss him even more.
How you felt about him?
I suppose I can admit it. Darien was more than a friend. It started as a game. I pretended I was scandalized by his endless flirting. He pretended he wasn't serious. I wish I had said something about how I really felt. But I think he knew.
I don't suppose I have a nice, easy way out, do I? Oh, I guess just gently down the cliff. Oh, there's a grapple point. And here I was ready to jump off some cliffs. I know I can fast travel back, but I just want to see the intended way to leave. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll take that if you give it to me like that.
Look at you being resourceful.
I guess that's another quest in the bag for these really are averaging out to be like 20-minute quests, 25-minute. It's very short. There's something I want to check after I'm fully done. I've done all the quests. Oh, wait. Am I not... Oh, I'm going to the shrine. I'm not going to... I just instinctively went to Sunport. Where is it? Oh. Oh, even... Right, I even got the mark for it. Was this another place I saw a bunch of cultists that I didn't understand why at the time? Or just a place I didn't go into? The ruins of an Argonian Tiba Hatsei ball court sacred to Sithis. Games here were bloody indeed. Why is it taking so long to load?
Fiveclaw, over here.
Are we gonna perhaps fight Telenor? No, what was her name?
Around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add.
You notice anything unusual so far?
If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one.
Well, I'll just have to invite ourselves then.
But it would be so rude to show up without an invitation, Fiveclaw. Think of all the worm cultists we would have to apologize to with our blades. What exactly
the
is
gift of
Wormblood
death
looking for again? If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the ball court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Fiveclaw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes?
So, okay. The Three Queens thing, I'm just thinking about because we're almost done with the questline, it feels. We've seen some influence of Meridia on the sign, and we have not seen anything from Azura or Nocturnal.
Look at the seating here. The carvings. Raz had no idea Tiba Hatsei was so important.
Where are we going? Just through the front. It's gonna be a real bad sign of things if I finish the entire main quest line with one experience scroll. I'm not even like speed running it. I'm taking my time to the dialogue. Oh, he's just here.
Aha! Look, Five Claw. Wormblood is here. This is our chance.
Sure. Are we just... I mean, we're not killing him. There's no way.
To me, faithful of the Black Worm, destroy these...
Well, he certainly has the villainous cadence. That Scythe Knight was wandering around just like lost.
Even failures can serve
Oh, you're up there.
death. I have a better you.
I fight.
Enough.
This one senses danger. Quick, Five Claw. Hide behind the pillar.
Okay.
Rise.
Same thing, every quarter health.
Dare the...
Ooh, look at the light show.
You are a more worthy opponent than I expected.
Okay. Just... Okay, it's horde mode. Occasionally you do something at my feet. Oh, maybe I need to...
I tire of this dance. I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels.
Hello again.
I will consume
Again
your
with
soul.
this. Take cover, Five Claw.
Is this gonna break eventually? It looks like it will. Oh, but they're becoming charged.
Another dead bird.
My horde
You
and
begin
my
to bore
followers
us, Worm
would...
Kisser.
Quiet, you mangy cat.
There's no way we kill... Well, I guess he's a necromancer. He could come back to life.
At last. Take
Weird.
the relic, Five Claw, and let us be on our way. Raz does not like the feel of this place.
That was too easy. Like, even for questline stuff.
Dark mood.
There it is.
He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor.
Wait, but...
Go, Five Claw! Get the gift of death back to Sunport. Raz
I mean,
will
you've
be
done
fine.
stuff like this before, but... Are we not going to fight the traitor girl? Like, I thought that was going to be our villain for the first half. Or does she just exist to be an annoyance?
Oh, easy there.
That felt anticlimactic, and we know he's not done. I mean, he literally came back to life in the fight, and he's gonna... He has to be like the overarching antagonist for the rest of the content. Okay, the Palace District. So I guess Raz is as quickly in the content as you will be out of it. What was Rigert doing?
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Vanus Galarian. Dire tidings indeed. Was he right about the sacred Tiba Hatse court? Was Wormblood there? Did
Yeah.
you find the gift of death? Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the Worm Cult needs the gift of death to restore Mannimarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the Worm Cult doesn't have it.
He
What
died, but he got
happened with
better.
Wormblood? Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and
Raz
Rosendar
trapped...
defeat him?
helped me trap him, and I got out. Ooh.
You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vanus Galarian. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the writhing wall.
Where's Raz, though? Oh.
Raz is here.
The Fellowship
It takes
faces
more than a
difficult
falling
decisions.
building to send
Let us
this one
talk,
to the
comrade.
sands behind the stars.
Wait.
Defeating Wormblood may be difficult if he won't stay dead. Speak with Prince Azar, Fiveclaw. Perhaps he has a clever plan. Actually, Raz would accept a plan of any kind.
What if they pull a twist that Raz did die or was severely injured in that moment? Like, why did they need to separate him from us during the plot? And he's going to be a thrall for Wormblood. Like an unwilling traitor.
While you were searching Vosga Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vonus Galarian. Soul Reapers feeding the writhing wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought.
Right.
But I might have an idea. Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants. The gift of death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Manamarco to life, expanding the writhing wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us
In
a
what way?
degree of influence. Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the gift of death
Sure.
against the Worm Cult?
If we can figure that out.
We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our
That's
struggle.
convenient.
A key. Let me see that. Aha!
Why, aha.
Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first
Did you notice
arrived on
anything
Solstice.
unusual about it?
Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient high elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there.
Alright, but they keep dead things in crypts, don't they?
One can't take on necromancers without poking around in a tomb or two. Take the key and investigate Coralania Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll take a closer
Okay.
look at the Gift of Death. Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you.
I guess we
Scordo
haven't
should-
done anything with Scordo
And
yet.
Be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only
What would
danger in
Wormblood
that
want
tomb.
from there?
Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders to Farinor mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Coralania Crypt in search of information.
Okay, he might already be done there.
Possibly. But the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by worm cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the worm cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there.
Coralania Crypt. I imagine that's just like at the foot of the mansion. Like a conveniently tucked away little door that I didn't notice the first time I was there. There's ancestor silk everywhere, but no nodes for alchemy. More silk. Oh, yep, there's just something here in the graveyard part.
Hey, pal. I haven't gone in yet, but it looks like someone's been here. I hate crypts. Why is it I always have to go into one for some Tuscan reason or another? Smashing skulls, screaming back at wraiths. Can't stand it. The dead.
You said someone's been here. Find anything?
Some faint boot prints on the steps of the mausoleum. Scuff marks, too. That door's been opened recently. Of course, I guess we knew that already since Wormblood had
You think
the
they're still
key
in there?
his pocket. Your guess is as good as mine. But even if they aren't, they might have riled up the dead in this place. When you've been in as many crypts and tombs as I have, you get a feel for that sort of thing. Well, no point putting it off. Come on, let's get this over with.
Abandoned and legendarily haunted man. Okay, so it's the same load screen tooltips, so it's considered the same zone? Or maybe they just reused the... They probably just reused the same load screen. Oh. Urns. Can't go in there. Wait, but the thing on the other side of the gate aggroed, how does that work? I should be checking these urns just in case. What the hell? Oh, there's a skeever here now. Weird, I got attacked by magic from somewhere. Or a potion, it looked like? Well, I need lockpicks, I guess. Oh, this place has a lot of urns. I wonder if you can come back here during... Oh, there's also a lot of enemies, so it's kind of a hindrance. But otherwise, this could be a good spot to find furnishing plans. I didn't already find one and just didn't even notice. Oh, right, the fancy tiara. Let's double check. No, okay. Argonian snakes on a rope. That's not a new plan at all. Wow, there really are a lot of urns here. What? Where were you? I keep fighting enemies I didn't even see. Okay, just the usual garbage. Oh, there's little urns on the sides of the stairs, too. Oh, I got an Allen. Oh, no, there's Somerset. Wait. You can get Somerset? Can you get Murkmire stuff, too? That means it's a really diluted pool, then. If it's base game plus those zones, that's terrible. And I've seen the list of new furnishing plans. It's not like there's only a few. Why would they do that? Is it just because this zone uses assets from those zones? That's bad. No, not Scordo. The urn. Oh, that's disgusting if they did that. Why would they do that? I mean, it would be an intentional move on their part. Like a very spiteful one. The part of this, the part of the gaming community and their player base that likes housing. That's just like, that's spiteful is all it is. Yeah. Kind of makes me want to just wait until they add portfolios and not even bother.
Downstairs, pal. Think we found something. And it don't look good.
Be gone. I have nothing more to say to you,
Arvero?
necromancer.
Someone in that tomb's been talking to Wormblood. Disable that barrier and we might learn something. Careful there. They weren't fooling around.
I am here, curse you. What else do you... Wait. You are not Wormblood. Who are you? Is this some...
This old spirit can tell us what Wormblood wanted with him.
Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... Wait. You are no fool.
I'm trying to stop him.
Worm.
You said he compelled you to speak?
Yes. He bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times. Glorious times. The gift of death. Stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the
Don't worry,
secret
we
from
got
me.
it. It's safe. What does it do?
The gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. Whom Wormblood would bring back or sacrifice, I do not know. But the gift is also the key
What do you
to
mean?
great power. There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why his necromancy is so strong. Yet with the gift of death, he could unlock its full might. Now, I must ask
If you
a
want
favor of
Wormblood to
you.
be defeated, tell me more about this power source.
You make a good point. Very well. It is called Mor Naril, an ancient temple Molag Bal's servants built to harvest souls departing the mortal plane. The forces of light defeated Mor Naril and silenced its heart.
Thank
But the
you.
gift
What do you need?
could wake it. Wormblood left a focus in this chamber, the Ghost-Weld crystal before you. It pins me in this plane, and allowed him to project himself here when he wished to question me. Take it with you when you go.
What is the
I
gift
will
of
be
death?
free. The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Corellania, a mighty relic that could bestow a
Someone has to
life
die for another
life.
to live.
Someone willing. My ancestors found that threats or compulsion did not work. Yet there was a cost. The soul sacrificed with the gift was simply gone. Trapped in the relic, banished to some grey void, or destroyed entirely.
And how did it come to be in Vosgas Shrine?
When my people turned on their kinlord, they hid the gift. They could not trust themselves to leave it buried, so they asked the Argonian death dancers to hide it. I only learned where after decades of searching. I died
And who were you in
before I could
life?
retrieve it. My time was long ago. I was cousin to both the last kinlord of House Corellania and the upstart who deposed him. Kinlord Istamil revived the ways of our ancestors in Hammerfell to maintain power. But Vin Utilmo feared our
Elaborate.
old heritage. Our people had all but forgotten our gift for necromancy. Istamil reforged the ancient pacts with our Daedric patrons and revived the practice. Yet some of our own kin resisted the Kinlord's commands. All Solstice
And what part did
was
you play?
divided. I served as advisor to the Kinlord, but Vin Utilmo was victorious. After Istamil's fall, our people turned from the old ways. I was forced into hiding, and spent the rest of my days seeking a way to reverse our loss. Such as
Aren't you stuck here like the ghost in the manor?
You are familiar with High Necromancer Valandir's handiwork? A potent curse indeed. However, this crypt lies just outside its boundaries. Spirits in this place are free to depart, except for the worm cult.
What's your relationship to High Necromancer Valandir?
Valandir was a distant forebear of mine. Coralania Manor was abandoned centuries before my time. But in my day, some who respected the old ways of our house were secretly laid to rest here. It was an honor to be interred
Okay,
in
so
this crypt.
take the crystal. Oh, but the one that let us talk to Wormblood?
Peace once again. Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the Gift of Death.
I cannot use this door right now. Okay, that door was for Scordo only. Do I have to take the long way out? Wait. Oh, I do? Well, I'm just gonna teleport. 4 minutes left on this scroll. Are we gonna clip 2 hours? Is it gonna make it? I mean, I'm going to use another scroll anyways, because I got to do dailies and things like that, but that's very short. Oh my god, they're still talking about the Worm Cult attack on the palace. That was 2 quests ago, lady.
It was a close call, but the Stirk Fellowship intervened and saved us.
The tides washed the outsiders to our shore for good reason, it seems.
I just think the 3 queens, they were...
They cleaned up very quickly in here, all things considered.
There you are. Scordo told me a little about the crypt. Let's compare notes. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now what exactly did you learn in the crypt? I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Mannimarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back.
There's a
What else did you
crazy
learn?
place over in the east side.
That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raised the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it. By sending him to the Colored Rooms, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azaz suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard.
We got this crystal.
Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the Gift of Death for Vanus Galarian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
We're not nearly done.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there, and let's see if we can reach Wormblood.
You again? This is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship?
Oh, I guess I have to actually talk to him.
I left that projection crystal in a Coralania crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arveril told you about our conversations. And the Gift of Death. So why
You want the
have you
gift, we want to make a deal.
I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the Gift of Death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer?
We'll take Vanus Galarian off your hands. You must be getting on your nerves by now.
Clearly, you are acquainted with Galarian. Still, your offer is interesting. Very well then. Bring the Gift of Death to the Writhing Wall. My servants will bring you across. I will be waiting for you.
No, nah, what a thing. Nah, somewhere quiet and scenic without bystanders around. The courtyard of Broken Light Temple.
A crumbling ruin dedicated to an uncaring mistress. As you wish. We will meet at the old temple. But if you deal falsely with me, my forces will descend upon Sunport and slaughter everyone within its walls. It is well.
What are you worried about? You can't die. Just bring Venice. Unharmed, please. Oop.
It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. Well
Okay.
done, friend.
This last quest might be the long one.
That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize plans with
Wormblood's
Princess Al
coming.
when
What do
you're
we
there.
need to do to get ready?
We'll gather all the forces we can, but we must make haste. We have to set our trap and conceal it before Wormblood arrives. He
Shouldn't
will
we have
certainly
done?
be on his guard, which means
Shouldn't we have
you
done all
must
the
be
prep
ready for a
work
fight.
before we contacted him? I mean, that seems like it would have been smarter in hindsight. Well, color me surprised. This quest wasn't 20 minutes long. How many different places have we been just for this one quest, though? I guess just the ruins. Or the crypt. I also wouldn't have guessed that this place had a more important role to play in the story. I mean, it is Meridia related, but what about the other two Daedric princes? Nocturnal's not really our friend after what happened with Somerset. But Azura's kind of... we've got good terms with, right? I mean, she likes what we did for Vardenfell.
I love the smell of a freshly picked flower.
Or Morrowind. There's a lot of plants up here. Oh, didn't notice the rock guys.
Hey, you asked for this.
I do like these guys, even though they're just like stony constructs. Ooh, Nirnroot. Oh, and a mushroom. Lucky me. Oh, right. They don't like Nirnroot. I forgot. I forgot. That's my bad. Maybe I should switch back to Sharp. He's not really picky about anything that I do normally.
We're almost ready, friend. Princess Al will tell you how you can help.
Stop fussing over the bell, Scordo. It is fine.
What's wrong with the bell?
Any sign of Wormblood yet? No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds me, you have a special
What's that?
place in our plan. You're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to
Okay, and
trap
what's the right
Wormblood.
moment?
Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect each other in there. I'll guard Gabrielle. Speak with the representatives and choose one to team up with. There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout
Remind me about the
comrade
bell?
at your side. Gabrielle tells me you found her in this courtyard when you first arrived in Solstice. Vanus Galerian's staff drew her to this old temple. It reminded her that Meridia could be a powerful ally against the Worm Cult.
How will it work? But
An old scroll described how Meridia's followers used the bell to visit the colored rooms. Striking the bell opens the way to Meridia's realm. Gabrielle will modify that, however. When you ring the bell, her spell will
won't he
give
just leave the
Wormblood a
colored
push.
rooms?
Gabrielle believes Meridia's influence will prevent that. It is easier to get into a Daedric prince's realm than it is to leave, especially against her will. But we should act swiftly once we spring our trap.
And what about the
Don't
gift of
want you
death?
to escape. Only as bait, comrade. I would have preferred not to bring the gift of death at all. No reason to let Wormblood get close to it. But he may have a way to sense whether we brought it. So Gabrielle has the gift.
I'm sure this will go fine. Well, I mean, I've done so much with Scordo and Raz, so let's do stuff with Walks.
I heard Prince Azar suggest pairing up. There is wisdom in his words. I have some talent with both fire magic and healing spells. I suspect both may be useful in the trials ahead. I am ready to do my part, whatever it may be. This is not the first time I have traveled to a Daedric realm for a fight. The Worm Cult is a blight that must be burned out, root and branch. I will not.
Should we try diplomacy?
Diplomacy? After all the Worm Cult has done? The time for diplomacy has passed, and I am not known for my charm. Still, I'm ready to reason with a few of Wormblood's underlings if you are. But not Wormblood or Farinor. They must face
you're with me.
justice. It is settled then. I am ready. when
Take
you
the
are,
mallet.
my friend.
Get in position.
I'm ready. Get into position, friend. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I am here, and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
Okay. Bong. Oh, I don't actually get pulled in. Alright, what happened while I was in the 5 seconds I wasn't in there? It's a perfectly reasonable plan. We ring the bell and transport the entire courtyard, us, the Worm Cult, and everything into Meridia's realm. Don't look at me like that. I know exactly what I'm doing. I can't help but notice no one's here.
The colored rooms. It worked.
Oh, trippy. I forgot what this place is like.
Hey, pal! We're all here! Why do portals keep scattering us? Keep going! Find Wormblood!
Is it... So Raz and... Okay. Scordo are up there.
What trickery is this? Order of the Black Worm.
Barely
To
broke a
arms.
sweat.
Listen, Wormblood is here.
Summon the sarcophagus.
Wait, they can summon it here?
The plan worked. Now we just need to find Wormblood.
Oh. Oh, right. And Tanloran likes... Okay, this got glitched because it was in two places at once. Tanloran likes when you kill,
A flesh Atronach? Farinor's work, to be sure.
when you, kill Daedra. I'm happy to see more of the colored rooms at least.
This day, Manimarco, the Worm King, returns.
Almost dozed off.
Are they really... Is he gonna sacrifice himself?
Gabrielle? I need help! Gabrielle? Where are you?
Why does this feel like a Disney ride where, like, everyone's just out of reach, like, up on a ledge?
You're not Vanus.
So easily fooled. A poisoned blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't.
Uh-oh.
Asa.
Gabrielle.
Oh, she seems to be quite dead.
Friend, need you to do as I ask. Use the gift of death on me. We need to make sure Wormblood can't use it. And
Are they really gonna kill off?
Gabrielle, no. There must be another way.
No.
This isn't the way I hoped things would go. Faranor's blade saw to that. But we have one more chance to defeat Wormblood. Stop him from bringing back Mannimarco. You have to use the gift of death.
There must be something we can do.
On me. No time. We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice. A soul for a soul. I'm willing. Hurry, friend. This is the only way to deny
Can't
Wormblood
it?
the
Can it
gift
only be
of
used one time? Don't give up. We can fix this.
Not this time, my friend. I'm dying. If we do nothing, Wormblood uses the gift to resurrect Mannimarco. I can't imagine what the Worm King could do with the power this new worm cult commands. Please, do.
If it sure has to be this way, then I understand. Huh. Well, I guess we're bringing Darien back, but he wasn't really dead. But we are in the colored rooms.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
Oh my god.
They need you.
Gabrielle? Wait, Gabrielle? Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me? Wait, this relic.
Is
The
it?
Light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Mannimarco! Rise!
The worm cult? That's why Gabrielle called me back?
Huh.
All right, grab the light. Meridia, lend me your strength. You owe me.
Why is this a Meridian? Huh.
Farinor, the ritual has reached a crucial stage.
Oh, so we do take care of
I am
Farinor.
not interrupted. Wait, I am not the vessel. No!
Your body is mine now, Wormblood. Mannimarco lives.
Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again.
Farinor, protect me while I restore my power. These Reapers should serve.
You fools! The King of Worms!
Just get down here so I can kick your butt.
Already lost.
Oh. Man, she likes her named flesh colossuses. Gutter.
No! Oh, you'll pay for that!
And don't come back!
It'd be funny if Darien was actually doing like tremendous amounts of damage or something, but quest NPCs will never do that. Alright, we doing quarter?
Come to me, my servants!
Okay. What? I'm not sure quite what's happening with the ads in this fight, but okay.
Farinor has fallen. No matter. My strength returns.
Here, the relic, the Light of Meridia. Trust me. Use it on
Curse
the
you!
worm cult's devices.
What have you done?
Meridia's champion has put an end to this madness.
Bah! You deny Mannimarco at your own peril. When next we meet, you will pay for every insult, past and present.
Okay.
Good riddance. Now, can someone tell me what exactly is going on here? Darien got here? Is it really you?
You're not gonna talk to your buddy Scordo?
I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a light of Meridia. What did Mannimarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, bet you're surprised to see me. Guess I am too. Gabrielle was here, but she's gone.
She sacrificed
What's
herself
going
to bring you back to fight the worm cult.
I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the Worm Cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabrielle to give up her life for mine.
She was kind of dying.
I see. That sounds like something Gabrielle would do. The gift of death. It was a corrupted light of Meridia. When you called upon it here in this realm, you purified it, restored it to its true form. But
He
what was that
tried to
about
use the gift to
Wormclaw?
resurrect Mannimarco, but I guess it didn't matter.
That's why he took off. Without his own body, Mannimarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored
You
light
know,
of Meridia.
you knew the light of Meridia could destroy the Soul Reapers?
I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Mannimarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabrielle wanted me to help, I'm in. Let's get out of here. It isn't as safe as you think.
Vanis Galarian staff
Where-
is safe with me. I did not think we should leave it behind. I will open a portal back to Sunport.
It's already there. Is Princess Zahn not gonna... Okay. There's no way Gabrielle stays dead, though. I mean, she does only appear in plot-centric stuff. I don't think she's involved in any, like, side quests.
Thank you for the light, Sir Darian. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Murmel is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warm.
Don't talk about her
by the
toes.
golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have much to discuss. Even though Mannimarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way. We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the three alliances. The representatives all agreed that the threat is indeed dire and sent word to their leaders to
And when will they
send
get here?
troops. As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel. Yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darian Gautier and the Light of Meridia, a mighty weapon against
And what can the light
Cult's
do?
darkness. You saw what the light did to the Cult's Soul Reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Mannimarco was forced to retreat. The writhing wall consists of soul energy too.
You want
So our next
to
step
use the light of
is
Meridia to
clear.
breach the wall. Oh.
We must try. Vanis Galarian, the Worm Cult's new plane meld, Mannimarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. All that remains is to make ready our assault. Thank you, my friend. No single act of justice can completely address the vile deeds of the Worm Cult. Yet at least some have faced judgment. You dealt with Farinor, and Wormblood caused his own doom. Next, we take this fight to Mannimarco, no matter
What do we
where
do
he
next,
hides.
Princess Ah?
We make preparations to welcome the Alliance ships when they arrive, to ready camps for an assault on the writhing wall, and to gather the supplies we need to engage the Worm Cult in battle. This is far from over, comrade.
The
and
forces
there
are
is
coming by
much to do.
ship?
How else would their troops get here? We can't risk another portal mishap, and ships are more practical for transporting armies across the sea. Once we're ready, I intend to break through the wall and mount an all-out assault.
But that's going to take a
on
few
Eastern
months.
Solstice thanks you all. You have sacrificed much on our behalf. I shall miss Gabrielle.
Gabrielle chose a good death. Her sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Grief is often the price of valor. All we can do is honor the choices of those who fell. Gabrielle would not want us to mourn over long, nor would Merrick at Azwala. They would want us to carry on with the fight. And we will not fight alone for much longer. Look to the sea, my friends. The three alliances will soon join our cause.
Huh. What are the odds at the end of this Darien sacrificed himself to bring Gabrielle back?
No
Okay, so this is all the
single
same.
act of justice.
Let's talk to everyone.
How else would...
You and Prince Azar have proven yourselves friends to the people of Solstice. Gabrielle Benelay, too. While I grieve for her loss, her study of the gift of death may yet save
What did she
many
learn?
lives. Gabrielle and Mermal consulted old tomes in the palace library and examined the relic before you left for Broken Light Temple. I think she suspected the relic concealed a light of Meridia, a blessing from the Bright Lady
A
in
blessing?
our hour of need. Meridia is one of the 3 queens my people revere. I believe she meant for her light to find its way to us, both in the form of her ancient relic and in the form of her golden knight. It means we will not face the coming battles alone.
It's strange to be back, especially since I don't really remember being gone. Anyway, I like what I've seen of this place so far. If Gabrielle thought Solstice was worth protecting, I'll do my best.
What do you
to
remember
see
from
it through.
before?
I remember fighting my way through Cold Harbor. I felt like there was something I had to do, but I didn't know what it was until I saw the planar vortex. Then I realized it was time to release the light inside. That everything
light
would
inside?
be all right. I know, it sounds strange. It was always there, dormant until the moment was right. I think the light was waiting for me to carry it to the place it needed to go, to Cold Harbor. Would have been nice if Meridia had asked
I saw you
me
get a
first,
Somerset.
though. Right. Meridia needed her light on Nirn again, I guess. Which probably explains why I'm standing here now. Gabrielle called to me, but Meridia sent me back for a purpose. I just have no idea what it is. Probably know it when I see it, though. I hope.
I can't believe Darien got here standing right over there. I thought he was lost forever in Cold Harbor. Then I heard my old drinking buddy was actually some kind of Knight of Meridia. Is he really the
Who knows?
same Darien?
Sometimes victory or defeat is not easy to discern. Manimarco's return was the one thing we needed to stop at any cost. Still, I have hope. Perhaps Manimarco does not know as much as he thinks.
What do you think Manimarco doesn't know?
If Manimarco has been in Cold Harbor since the fight at Sancretor, then I doubt he knows much about Darien Gautier, or what Darien can do with the light of Meridia. Which brings up the question of the
What about
gift
it?
of death. The spirit you met in Coralania Crypt said Wormblood needed the gift of death to gain full control over his source of power. But it is a light of Meridia again. That means full control over this power source may not be possible.
That means what exactly?
I am not sure. Manimarco is brilliant. If there is another way to harness this power source, I fear he will find it. But I imagine things will be harder for him without the relic. At the very least, perhaps you have bought us some time.
This one finds it ironic that Wormblood's greed for the gift of death led to his undoing. And Fëanor's as well. A bitter consolation prize, perhaps. Yet, it is proof the
But it did
Wormcult
lead to
had
Manimarco
beaten,
coming back, right?
but not the way they had planned. Mannimarco isn't in his own body. He was forced to possess his underling, Wormblood. Raz assumes this means Mannimarco is disoriented, unable to call upon his full power. We must use this time to our
You think
advantage,
Wormblood's gone for
yes?
good?
His body lives, perhaps. But what remains of his soul? Did Mannimarco extinguish it when he seized control of Wormblood? Or was it cast out to go where souls such as his go? In either case, Raz thinks Wormblood is no more.
Well, I guess now we gotta wait for... When is the Writhing Wall supposed to happen? Writhing Wall event. So I was double checking between all this. So I've done 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. I've done about 7 episodes, averaging an hour and a half, a little bit more. I was checking the last Gold Road. The whole chapter was about 19 episodes of lengths of approximately that much. So it is a little less than half, but we need to see what they do with the second half of things. The Writhing Wall, Q3. It just says Q3. It will be active in October. Well, so we're in June, the end of it almost. July, August, September, so 3 months, October. And then doesn't the Q4 stuff usually drop in November? Like late November? I don't remember. I would kind of wish they put it a little sooner, just so you're not with such a huge stretch of nothing and then 2 big things. But I mean, we have to see how their plan works out. If it's as good as it used to be, or if it's just something different. But that is it for now, though. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.